the equilibrium balance of Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know what a rainy day is until you've experienced a sunny day.
Of course.
And both are equally important for the sustenance of
Yes.
Earth. Whether we like one more than the other doesn't matter.
If
you don't like the rain and you don't like the wind, well, the rain is feeding the ground for it to grow, and the wind makes the leaves strong enough. Like, a lot of people don't know this. When the wind is blowing on the leaves are gaining their muscles. They become stronger and they become able to withstand living outside. That's what it's about. So when you've got indoor plants and you eventually want to put them outside, you have to put them outside a little at a time on the cold days, on the windy days, for their leaves to be able to withhold. So whether we like it or not, it's important for the growth of that particular thing. And it works the same way. You might not like, your counterpart that you used to be with because the relationship didn't work. But if he's a fundamentally good person, or he fundamentally wants to care for his children, even though he might have been a complete asshole to you, the fact that he has the capacity to be a good father, or at least try, because we don't know, there's no book. But at least try, have the intention and want to. It doesn't matter how it makes you feel. It's important. We don't like the wind and the rain as black people, but it's important.
It's important, yeah.
And there's already a stigma anyway about parenting and having so many different children with different baby mothers and that. So it's important to be there.
I just feel like if you have the time and the energy and the finances to make sure that all these children are loved,
of course,
feel worthy, feel like they are important because of your input, do what you're doing. If you've got 50,000 kids, you cannot possibly spread your energy and money and time between all of these children and make sure that they all feel loved. So that's just ridiculous. Do you see what I'm saying? But one of my friends has got 8 children, and all of his children love their dad 100%. He puts in work. One of my brothers got 6 kids.
As a woman, like, one of the $1 million question, is you got one thing I realize about certain mothers. Again, everybody, a man and a woman get together, they have a relationship, and fireworks start going off, either good or bad. Everyone goes through their own relationships, right? Even though we've got similarities in some relationships, but personally, everybody goes through their own personal relationship, right? One question now I always want to ask, women, when I sit down with, great women like you, is you see when 2 people have a child, and then, all of us, we hear this, it's like, a child, before anything, a child just needs love. A child just needs, a child needs his mother or his father to just be there first and foremost, before money comes into the equation or whatever. A child first and foremost needs, the father to be there, the mother to be there and give them that love, once again, to you as a woman, you see when women, like we just spoke about, when women stop stop men from seeing their kids because they feel like the dad cannot really provide or whatever, but the father, even though the father might be struggling financially, but the father actually wants to actually be there regardless. You get what I'm saying?
I have such a disdain for that. Because my thing is,
what are your thoughts on them kind of women who claim you're not a good dad because financially you cannot provide?
You don't get to decide he's a good dad based on what he can give you. If he is a danger to the child, that is the only time you cut contact. That's how I look at it. And that's it.
Agreed.
I've been in situations where I don't have money. It doesn't make me less of a mother to my children. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't cost anything when they come home from school and they feel confident enough to come and say, "Mum, some fucking dickhead put," and I'm like, your language gonna get you punched up, but I know you're mad, alright, go for it. That doesn't cost anything. Knowing that no matter what's going on, my son is 25, he's moved out, he's got his own household, he's running his household, he doesn't come back and ask me for no money, he's doing his thing. Big up my baby, my first love.
Come on.
He's running his thing. Earlier this week, Mum, letting me know about something that's bothering him, he doesn't know how to solve the problem. Now, I've always taught him, have a problem-solving, solution-based mindset. But if you can't do it, I'm here. I'm not always going to be here, so I can't always be your first point of call. He's 25, he's moved out. I live in Enfield and he's in Lewisham. He messages Mum like, "Mum, this is what's going down." That don't cost nothing. Knowing that no matter what I'm going through, Mum's always got me. Knowing that my daughter's as diva as she is, did this on the bars, like barely tapped her mouth. I need my mom. All kinds of drama. And as much as I can look and say, oh God, this girl's so dramatic, I love that she feels comfortable enough to be herself and say, I need my mum. And know that she can say that knowing mummy's going to be there.
Of course, yeah.
Those things don't cost money. The fact that, you know, her dad's coming to pick her up from school on this particular day because it's his weekend. Stop him because what? He doesn't have money to get there. Stop him because he doesn't have a job. He's been out of work since, I think, October. And so he's had to say to me, you know, I don't have the money to go halves with you on this and this at this particular time. All right, I got to find it. I'm not stopping you seeing your children. For what?
Yeah.
I can't stand him. I'll keep it 100% with you. I don't think I'm repulsed by anybody more in this world than him because of his character. But you know what? He loves his kids and his kids love him. You lot go do your thing. Have fun.
Yeah.
Of course.
And women, let your children love their dads loudly as they want to be. They're allowed to love their dads regardless of how you feel about them. And dads as well, because some of y'all are bitches.
Of course. Of course. It's just that, yeah. Now, obviously, like, all of us in this room, like, we know that this is a conversation that's not new, that's not old, and this conversation is going to keep on going on and on and on.
It will go on until everybody gets on the same page of how do we make a solution to this situation.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because
everybody's so busy on, you did this to me. Okay, how people make you feel is not your fault. Healing that is your responsibility. Getting past that and being okay and understanding that how people behave is a reflection of them and that you shouldn't own it is your responsibility to learn. And the sooner you don't have those hang-ups is the sooner we can have solutions. Absolutely. Both ways. Yeah. And my baby father will tell you, Blue's told me some things. Yeah, I've told him some things. Him and his mum, I've told them some things. Because the road part comes out of me, and sometimes I need to let you know, like, you're not going to project what you've gone through or your lack onto me. So let me show you what's real. And I'm sure he can probably tell stories like, yeah, Blue has traced me off. I've wanted to cry some of the things she said to me. But when it comes to the kids, I don't get in the way. And he says that. As much as me and her, I don't even have a number. But she's the only one that's never stopped me seeing my children. Yeah. The other ones, he ain't got no money, you're not seeing them. Oh, you got a new girlfriend, you're not seeing them. You moved in with a new girl, you're not seeing every little thing.
Yeah, because that's even more of a trauma.
It hurts. Yeah. It hurts. And men of colour, so-called, you're not allowed to be emotional in public.
No.
You're not allowed to have emotions and have feelings.
Apparently
and
not.
then, you know, a lot of people don't even know this, but, you know, the percentage of men that are committing suicide or have suicidal thoughts are in its 80s of percent. Yeah. And a lot of the 80+% is due to the fact that they don't have their children in their life and they want to. Reality. I've counselled men through situations where they can't see their child and they feel like, well, what's the point of my life? Yeah. They're naturally chaotic people and their children is what kind of helps them to maintain focus and stay on the right path. Yeah. Exactly. Take that from me. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Gone back to jail, gone back to the roads.
Yeah.
Because your why is gone. Your why, you know, you have your why. Your why you don't do certain things, why you don't engage in certain things, why you don't throw hands no more. Your children, you take that away from somebody, what are we really expecting?
And as a father, like, of, you know, as a man, you can imagine, yeah? Obviously, you know, like some women, people say, yeah, like, women know, like, if a woman cannot obviously hurt you, you know that typical saying, if a woman cannot hurt you physically or whatever, they know, like, if she's got a child with you, one of the main ways to really, really get to you is, you know, through your child, right? Yeah. So, like, after going through that as well, yeah,